And thank you to the other candidates that are here and Ms. Baxter. 6 months ago, when the kids were coming back into school, and we were so hopeful about returning to in-person learning, it was something that I never thought I would see my son get excited about. My son is 11; he's in 6th grade. What 6th grade boy gets excited about going back to school? And when we found out that we were going to be remote once again at the end of the summer, but with the option of returning to in-person based on the number of positive cases, he got very excited. And when second quarter came and we found out again that we were going to be remote, I saw this look of disdain on his face, and that was something that I never thought I would see about hearing not being able to return to in-person learning. So at that point, it really solidified why I decided to run for the board, and I pulled my petition with the county. I am a full-time healthcare worker. I am a practice manager for a pediatrics office in the area. I work over 40 hours a week. I have 4 children. My first child just celebrated his 14th birthday in heaven. So my next child is 11 and he is in 6th grade at Ira Jones. And my younger 2 children will soon be in the district. And I'm here for a long time, and that's why I want to run for the board.
First of all, it's something I've been thinking about for several years. I work with school districts. I'm a mental health professional. I'm a therapist who works with adolescents, children, marriages, and their families. And for the last several years, I've worked with other districts and gotten an idea about how everything's done. And I really love our community. I love the 202 community and the 202 district. And I love how they do things, and I really could see myself helping out with this stuff, and I've thought about it for years. Then going into this year with the pandemic, when schools were shut down and businesses were shut down, there's not a mental health professional in the world that looked at that and said, this is a good thing. I understood that there was a risk involved, right? Like COVID's a serious disease and we have to be careful. But the cost of protecting the kids in the community, there's going to be a cost to that in the mental health crisis that's going to come. Like that's happening. And then sure enough, as the year went on and schools remain closed and we go through the summer and we go to e-learning, every day I'm getting more and more stories from clients and parents and couples that are dealing with the stress of all of this. Kids crying over curriculum that they can't quite understand through an e-learning process because they're not able to communicate with their teachers in an effective way. So I don't really think I want to run for the school board. I kind of feel like I have to run for the school board. I have no problem with conflict. I have no problem with controversy. I worked in churches for 10 years. You never get anything right in church. But for me, this is a matter of something I have to do, and I want to do it, and I'm happy to help. But I want to be a part of this because I love our community, and I love our school district, and I love our teachers, and I love our students. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been a Plainfield resident for about 10 years. I've got 3 kids in the district. I mean, that's the main motivation. They're 10, 8, and 6. They go to Walker's Grove. I mean, firstly, my parents picked up their entire life, friends and family, to come to this country, to the U.S., and that's for one reason, the public schools. And what's just happened recently, I see many parents, just in the last month or even longer than that, move out of public schools into the private schools or even homeschooling options. And I really don't want to see that. I want our district to succeed. Our enrollment has decreased significantly from what it usually decreases every year. So we're at a critical time period, I think, and maybe we have a short window where we can fix our system. Personally, my kids are doing well in remote learning. I'm very lucky, but I'm not here for my kids necessarily. I'm here for all the other kids in the district that might be suffering both mentally and physically. It's really about all children in our district, not just mine, and it's about all the parents in the district. I've been volunteering since I joined the United States Navy. Eventually, I trained to become a CPA. I work with many private sector companies, both large, medium-sized, and small, and work with those boards and their management to improve their processes and help management with solutions. I've volunteered on many boards and committees, and I just think it's time for me to take all those skills and use them to serve Plainfield taxpayers and parents. Thank you.
Well, first off, I'd like to say thanks for having me here tonight, keep executive board members, and to all the rest of the panelists participating tonight. I'm Plainfield Central, it would be my school district. So why I'm motivated to be on this board? Through the virtue of my job, local law enforcement here in the community, and also being a small business owner, for the last year since schools have gone remote and the pandemic has progressed through every month, I've seen a lot of worrisome issues arise in this district. And not only from kids being in school, but also family structures that are having issues, needing help, kids not knowing what to do next, what's going to be around the corner for them, families for not knowing what's coming around the corner for them, how to plan, how to prepare, how to facilitate their children's daycare, or how to get them to and from school. So I've seen the frustration. I've seen it manifest itself in some family issues. And I felt compelled after dealing with some of these people one-on-one that I had to do something. I could not just stand there and not try to make things better. So I'm proud of this district. I've raised 3 kids that have gone through these schools, are still in the schools. And thankfully, this is such a good district. A lot of their successes are due in large part to the school district. Their teachers, administration, all the forward-thinking activities that they participated in. That's really what compelled me. I wanted to give back more. And I felt as though this district can use a hand. And when I felt that, I knew I needed to stand up and do something for the district.